Kevin Sidebottom here, speaker, author, and trainer, and I go around and teach sales organizations and leadership teams on how to grow trust and influence with their customers and their team members to grow more revenue and higher profits. Today, let's talk about how you make more money and more sales in medical equipment. So if you're a medical representative and you're going out and selling your product and service, this video is for you. Okay? What does it mean to be successful? Well, in sales, you need to be making more sales or generating more profits with what you're selling. Well, how do you do that? Well, the first thing I always ask is, what is your sales process? What does it look like? Show it to me. And most of the time, I'm actually sat there with people going, or, well, we kind of do this or kind of do that, or I like to wing it. And I got to tell you, it does not work. You have to have a sales process that you can repeat over and over again so you can be more efficient. Because listen, we only have a limited amount of time with customers, right, to make sales. So if we have a limited amount of time, we need to be as efficient as possible. Having a sales process does that for you. Top athletes, Navy SEALs, all follow a process, and that's why they're the elite of the elites, because they do something efficiently over and over again. We need to do that in sales. So, what does your sales process look like? Does it need to be revamped, or is it non-existent and you need to create one? Well, today, let's talk about the components of what you really need for a sales process. It needs to be something set forth in place so you're efficient, but it needs to answer the 5 buying decisions that the customer has, and efficiently and in the right order, because if you don't, guess what happens? You become a commodity. And the ultimate rule for commodity, especially with purchasing organizations, the only differentiating factor is price. And that erodes profit immediately. And I've worked in multi-billion-dollar industries, and I can tell you right now, that is what the supply chain people do. They are tasked with getting down the price of a product or service. So we need to make sure that our sales process is answering all the questions so we can show to the customer we're the best value that they need to have if we're going to be successful. Okay? So we're not going to get through all 5 of the buying decisions, but I am going to help you with the first buying decision, and that is you. That's right. If we don't like people and we don't know them, we're not buying from them. When's the last time you bought something from somebody you just couldn't stand? Probably never. If you don't like somebody, you walk out the door, right? Well, what do you think the customer is going to do? You know, they're going to avoid us. They're going to have other meetings. They're not going to be intentionally wanting to sit down with us, right? If they don't know, like, and trust us, we're not moving anywhere. And now I walk you through on how to do all that stuff and build that likability and trust in the sales process uncovered trainings. But here's the deal. We need to be focused on how we're adding value to people if we're going to be successful. So the number one thing we need to do is show up intentionally learning about our customers every time we meet with them. Now, in medical, you typically know who the customers are, so you can actually go out there and learn about them and stalk them a little bit online. You can go onto LinkedIn, you can go find out from peers who these people are, understand what they do, and when you show up with them, make sure you maximize your CRM. Constantly try to learn about them, okay? When I first started in sales, it was, hey, build some rapport, find something around the room, and talk about it, and you'll build likability really quick. Well, you need to actually get a little deeper. And when I took Dale Carnegie training, it actually helped me solidify this, which is how I actually created the house analogy to walk people through filling out their CRM and learning about the customer. And your first interaction should really be learning about the customer, not selling. How often have you gone into a store and said, hey, how you doing? And they got your name and they immediately tried to sell you something? That doesn't work, right? We need to be sure that we're engaging them and learning about them. We need to understand what their situation is, what their issues are, and what the ramifications if we don't get those issues answered. Okay? It could be the manager, the office manager of, a doctor's office. What do they need to be successful? What are they trying to fix? And as soon as we figure that out, we're going to help them. And if we help them, we'll be rewarded. It's like helping anybody should be like an open hand. You help them and they can place stuff into your hand, right? When you have a closed fist because you're just trying to make a sale, guess what? Not going to happen. So we need to be intentionally learning about them. And again, I walk you through it in my sales training to help you build your process out. I've got the framework that you can actually put your product and service into to help you succeed. But we need to make sure we're engaging them and learning about them. If we do so, we're going to be rewarded. And if you do well and walk through the sales process with the customer well enough, guess what happens? They actually become mini salespeople for you because word of mouth sales is the best marketing out there. That's right. If people tell other people they need to do business with you, it generates more growth, better. It's the best kind of marketing out there. So focus on serving the customer and following your process, and you'll be successful in your medical sales. Okay? If you have any questions, check out the links below. Help you get in touch with me. Be glad to help you. If you like this video, hit like, share, subscribe, send to somebody who might help. That's why I do these videos, is to help people. Okay? See you next time.